Hey guys, what's going on? Today, to celebrate beating Dolos as my 10th Extreme Demon and new hardest, I thought I'd make sort of a special video for you guys. Recently, I've been using a new method to practice and beat Extreme Demons, and it's worked very well so far. It's gotten me very low attempt counts on two recent Extreme Demons I've beaten, those being Volume and Dolos. I thought that I'd sort of share my process with you guys and help you try and get up to speed on beating some really hard levels if you want to and haven't done so already. I'll also suggest some levels that can get you started on beating some really hard levels in GD, and to keep it fair, I'll be suggesting levels that I've beaten so that I won't be giving any blind opinions. Now keep in mind that if you have like no demons at all, this doesn't just apply to extremes. You can use this method for any demon difficulty and hell, maybe even 9-star levels. It isn't just restricted to the hardest levels in the game. Now no more wasting time, let me tell you guys about my process and help you beat that hard level that you've always dreamed of beating. So the first thing I do is evaluate what I've already done and what I think I'm capable of doing next. This usually involves going to the demon list, looking at levels either slightly above or slightly below my hardest accomplishments, and doing practice mode runs on them. I don't really believe in doing huge jumps because those usually take a lot of time and you usually don't get a good feel of the level. It's usually just luck. I suggest building your skill up and taking your time to get really good at the game, because in no time at all you could be slaying main list demons. Once I find a level that I feel good about playing, I'll make a copy of it and get straight to doing runs. This is where the lines blur a little bit when it comes to individual skill set. Some people just use practice mode straight up, while some use start positions from the end and work their way back. Personally, what I do is I try to practice from the beginning and the end simultaneously, and I also use practice mode before actually doing the run. So what I do is I practice 5% of the level at a time, and once I can do a run I add another 5%. I switch between the beginning and end of the level, going forward from the beginning and reverse from the end. So for example, if I just got 5% or higher on Auditory Breaker, then I'm going to try to do 95 to 100% next. Once I do that, I'm doing 5 to 10%, then 90 to 100%, and so on. Of course, I wouldn't do something like 5 to 50%, that's kind of redundant, since that'll probably take time away from practicing the second half, so I always try to cap it about half of a section, so once I do like 10 to 20%, I would switch back to the end. Once I connect the runs, which will be doing 50 to 100 and 25 to 50, I head to the full level and do a practice run, maybe 2 if the first one isn't very good. Then I head right in and play from 0 and try to rapidly get new bests, and if I can't get one in like 150 to 200 attempts, I go into the editor and practice that section and the section leading up to it. That's all it really is, it's all practicing. You have to know the level inside and out if you want to beat it. So try to do as many of these runs as you can, and don't give up if you can't do it, because you're still learning the parts you already know how to do if you can't get a new best. So now that I've explained my process, I'll suggest some levels to play for the demon difficulties ranging from hard to extreme. So obviously if you've beaten some easy and medium demons, you'll know where to start. For hard demons, I would recommend beating 9 Circles by Zobros first. I know that sounds kind of cliche, but it's not rocket science. This is a good level for learning timings, especially with wave, and the cube section at the end can help you with nerve control and managing some tighter timings. Another hard demon to try is 1 Space by Zeroa and XGen 26. Now this level isn't as enjoyable as 9 Circles, but the tight gameplay can help with rapid clicking and precise clicking as well. For insane demons, an easier one to do would be Psychosis by Heinz. This level is really fast clicking and it's a good step up from 9 Circles in my opinion. The mirror part sort of sucks, but it also helps with learning popular patterns like these UFO portal clicks. A harder insane demon to try would be Arcade Locked. This was my first legacy list demon and I didn't enjoy it much at the time, mainly because it was my new hardest, but my opinion of it is warmed over time and I would suggest it if you want to test your readiness for extreme demons. It's a lot of tight gameplay in this and it's unbalanced a bit, but there's also this straight fly part that's up there with some extreme demon straight fly parts, and also this wave part toward the end that's a bit tight. This level helps with a lot of game modes, and I would consider it a test to see if you are ready to beat your first extreme demon. For extreme demons, a good start would be Ice Carbon Diablo X by Roadboast. This level is honestly an insane demon in my opinion, and it has some tricky ship parts, especially these things, but a lot of the cube gameplay is good and it's an older level, so it's good for learning actual gameplay without decoration blocking everything. Another easier extreme is Cataclysm by G-Boy. This level is a tough wave part at the beginning, and also a signature dual ship straight fly that makes the ending a lot harder, but overall, this is a good test of speed changes and general quick clicking, And you also get to say that you beat Cataclysm, which is neat. Finally, a third extreme demon that's harder than both of the ones that I've mentioned is Unearthed by Jakob Nugget and others. The main thing that sets this one apart from the others is that this is an XXL extreme demon, being almost 3.5 minutes long. The level's pretty easy to learn and consistently difficult throughout, other than a brief difficulty spike around the middle. That would probably be the final test to see if you're ready to try and grind out list points. That's all I have to say. I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial about how to complete harder levels in Geometry Dash and become a better player in general. If you enjoyed, please subscribe. I play Extreme Demons and I'm trying to get to 100 list points right now, and I would love to see you guys support my journey. Anyways, thanks for watching and I'll see you guys next time.